Power of Mind. So here we have VEENA ma'am. So hi ma'am.
Yeah, hello.
So today we are going to talk about Power of Mind session. So these sessions are started by you ma'am, or it was like taken from someone's inspiration?
Yeah, this was created by me, of course. Whenever I create a course or a session, I just think what is my requirement when I was in my childhood. So that's how Power of Mind came. So I just came up with very specific topics which is related to listening skills, reading, memory. So these are the three things I usually have in the Power of Mind with the name of LRM skills, where I usually teach listening, reading, and memory techniques added to the graphology. Later on, it just evolved into another course, which is a Power of Mind. I added like two other courses into that, which is a stress management, time management, and also graphology. So the Power of Mind topic is more about how we can deal our mind. Based upon the age, the topic will change. Power of Mind topic will change. Let's say if I'm taking sessions for the students who are in their engineering final year, then the topics will be more about interview skills, communication skills, all these things added to the mindset. So that's how it's more customized topic I usually take. And I'm more passionate about the words power, mind, and I have so much interest and curiosity how really brain works, how it deals exactly. So based on that, I just created a course called Power of Mind, and it is more about mindset, how we can improve our listening skills, reading techniques, how we can remember the things in your head, how exactly brain works, what to eat, what not to eat when you are in a studying environment, and how what is the environment you need to be when you are studying. I'll just cover all those parameters and some techniques to relax themselves in the process of studying. So that's how the Power of Mind. And time management, stress management, exam management, all these things is added things based upon the requirement of the school and the audience. Yeah.
So ma'am, what happens in the Power of Mind session, and what are the more uses of Power of Mind? Like for students and all, as you mentioned, stress management, time management, and exams. So can you please elaborate it more, ma'am, the uses of Power of Mind?
Yeah. So it's all about how you manage yourself, how you manage your mind. Power of Mind will go very deeper and touch the points how exactly you are thinking as a student. You know, to be very honest here, brain really don't like to study. You know, brain really don't like to do conscious things. We need to make sure and force the brain to do that initially, because we are, you know, brain really love to do undisciplined things, and always dopamine comes. It will feel so good if we get the dopamine. But if you want to sit in a structured environment and be more conscious, concentrated towards something, brain really feel uncomfortable. So what I observed very clearly, there is a saying from my daddy. Whenever I usually study, he always keep on saying this, you know. He said like, Veena, why you are not getting concentration while you are reading? Why you will get so much concentration while you are watching movie? This is the question asked by my father. So even I thought, yeah, it is true. No? I get so much concentration when I'm watching. I just forget what happening around. I involve so deeply. Why not it happen in my studies? So after thinking for so many years, I got answer. Even I don't know whether my dad knows answer for this, but I done so much analysis. Why this thing exactly happening? I thought this is a biggest challenge for the students too. And not only that, if I'm studying, if something is cooking in the kitchen, I don't want to study. I just want to eat that then and there. I can't hold myself to stop eating. Even though I'm studying, I can't be in that zone. So there are so many challenges while studying for the students. And also I have another issue within me. Let's say there is an exam of science. My brain, asks me to do maths. That's how it works. So jumping here and there from subject to subject, topic to topic, and also situation to situation. And even it is a studying zone, I'll just go up into dreamings of my mind and going into some other place. Now, I could say the best thing for the brain is the imagination power. If you're not controlling it, it will go wherever it want to go. If I'm saying right now Taj Mahal, your brain just goes to the Taj Mahal right now. You will imagine that in your head. That's the power of mind we have. So the question what asked by my dad, there are so many elements involving in a movie, which is a storyline and songs in middle and the location change and dialogue to dialogue difference, voice modulation. The intention of movie is to make sure we need to sit there for 2.5 hours. That's the intention, creation of the movie intention is that. And there are so many people who are working for that to get that result. So I just checked myself, even though I watched that movie specifically with the concentration, I can't remember the whole movie. I just remember only highlighting points where director want to highlight that in each and every audience head. But in the exams or in the studying zone or in the classes, there will be only one teacher. I need to see the same face again and again, and I need to listen, which is very tough to focus for every kid. So that's how brain works. Then I usually got question, okay, what is the solution for this? So I thought a lot and I came up with the topic called This Power of Mind, where I categorize how you need to manage your mind before going to listen the class. So if something is not familiar to the mind, brain really don't focus on that. We are watching movies continuously because we know the hero. We know the location or the story point, somewhere we know that before. So in the same aspect, I just implemented how to manage your brain in reading zone or in classes. You need to have an idea what is the class going to be tomorrow. So have a glance. There is a points how to work over there. You need to have a glance what's going to happen tomorrow. You don't want to read that, at least have a glance. So once you know how brain exactly work, forming fields, right? Forming field. So in the forming field, there will be a road, small road to walk. I mean, it will be more of like sand. There will be small road only. I can't say it a road, it's a path. So just imagine if you're not using that path for 3 months, what happened to that path?
It will close. It will be.
Yeah, it will close. And yeah, it will be in middle of the field. All the remaining plants will come in that path. We can't even recognize that's the path. Exactly phenomena happen in the brain. If you're seeing something, there will be a dot connection in the brain, just very thin line. Once you are seeing that, yeah, you have, let's say there is a, what is your name? There is a question. You'll just see what name like this, and my name is VEENA. You just remember the name VEENA. So in your head, what happened? Okay, you remember what? Name VEENA. Not in the sentences. First, when you see that. Whenever I'm going to the class, sir will tell, what is your name? He'll just stress that out. Okay, I remember that what and name, then I got connection little bit. That path will become little bit thicker. Later on, there is another parameter we need to add, how you need to remember and how you need to store that information into your memory. So there is another step. Whenever you are reading that, there will be second line happening there. What is your name? Okay, my name is VEENA. Then the line will be thicker. If you keep on memorizing that again and again, the information will go into the long-term memory. So we have 3 categories of memory. One memory is just a memory, sensor memory. Let's say I just said, Barbie, just remember the number. I just called you up and I said, just remember my number. And I said 96761 and 46231. Before you were remembering it, your mother just called you and asked, what you want to eat. What happened to the number? What happened to the number?
I'll just remember the first few numbers, I guess, maybe.
Yeah, maybe, or else we'll just forgot the flow. because your brain switched into some other thing. So whatever happening in that, that remembering process, all the information is storing into the sensor memory. The duration of the sensor memory is 10 to 20 seconds. All the numbers, quick things, you just remember and forget. So that's how we'll exchange the OTPs. That's how we exchange the numbers. Once you set, after 20 to 30 seconds, it's just gone. Then there will be a memory which is a working memory. It is like a machine. Whatever the information you are listening, reading, seeing, dreams, experiences, everything will be stored in that working memory. Only little things will be going into long-term memory, which makes you, you have some emotion towards it, or else you have some content towards it. You keep on memorizing the things, then only that content will be went to the long-term memory. You can retrieve only information which is in long-term memory only if you have the path. It's just like a computer. No, there is a CPU, monitor. Now, how you get the information? I hope you remember the old days pick. This is CPU, will get information from here to there. That's how the brain works too. So, if you're not able to get back that memory, there is no point of reading. I hope you experienced this in your childhood. Whenever you go to the exams, you remember where you wrote the answer. This side page, this corner, this is the answer, but you don't remember what is the answer is about. So even I experienced that. I know where I wrote, I know headings, I know the color, what I used to write, but I don't know the content, what is inside. If not, I'll just remember only 2 to 3 words in the starting, then I forgot the remaining part. Or else I'll get in the middle words. It's very tactic thing our brain does for us, which is not good to happen for anyone. So all these are challenging parts for the students. If you're literally following and making that path thicker and thicker, then, even though I'll just wake up in your sleep and ask you some question, you're gonna say me that back. That's really works. That's really worked for me. I'm not, I'm not like a brilliant student. I'm just average and above average student in my schooling. I know how it will be if you're not remembering the things in the exams, all this. And so there is a techniques. If you manage the techniques, definitely, the retrieving capacity will be increased for you. This is a process you need to follow step by step. And as the example I said you before about the path in the field, let's say there is a road, which may be a tar road. If you're not using that tar road for 6 months, what happened?
The road will be like very filled with rocks and all. It will not be that.
No, the road, it's a complete road which was done by the government or something like that. Cleaned up road. So we could say highway. If you're not using highway for the 6 months, what happened? Literally nothing happened. The way will be the same. You can use that any point of time. So same thing happen in your brain. So if you're creating a path in the field, you can't do anything with it because it's gone. You don't know where it is. If you're creating very good road in the head with the information, you can just retrieve that back in a second. That's how brain works. I'm just saying gist of what I teach because I can't teach everything in this particular talk show. If you're interested, you can just drop in the comment section so that you can sign up for my next Power of Mind sessions. Yeah, if you're watching, if you're a student, it's gonna help you out. That's how the more things I'll cover in Power of Mind: how to listen, how to read, how to remember. What is the environment you need to have when you are reading? How our brain really triggers one place to another place. We need to train our brain. We need to train our memory. It's all about what you feel inside. Okay? Yeah, that's how I take this Power of Mind. Stress management and time management, these two things, I'll just shuffle here and there based upon the requirement. But listening, reading, and memory techniques are fixed topics. Based upon the students and audience, I'll just change the remaining 2 or 3 topics, whatever it is. Yeah.
So, ma'am, who all can join these sessions, ma'am? Is it only specially made for students, or it is also for someone like who can unable to concentrate on something?
Yeah, I could say, as I mentioned before, listening, reading, memory, these 3 topics are exclusively for the students who are, at least I could say, the age need to be at least 12 above, 12 and above. If they are grasping too much, then they can be like 10 and above. Less than that, they really don't understand the concepts what I teach, because there will be more of by hearting and just writing the things. That's how we trained from our KG to whatever the 5th class. Later on, people ask us to understand don't by heart. I feel really sad about it, because that's what they thought for us, to by heart and write. The concept of understanding will come later on in the, once you are getting aged like 6th class, 7th class and above, you understand the concept of understanding the concept. Before and all, they usually force us to by heart. They keep on saying tables, keep on saying the things in the classroom. Immediately they ask us to, just don't by heart, you need to understand. That won't happen. Even the teacher really force us to by heart. So it will change based upon the people. I do have the audience, like, as I mentioned, 10 to 60 until 60 age. So based upon the audience, I'll change the topic. But this power of mind is very specific about the students I want to address.
Okay. So, ma'am, what are the benefits of power of mind? Is it something related to meditation and therapy and all?
No, it's not related to meditation and therapy. It's more about focus and what you are consuming while reading and listening and doing all the things. What you are eating physically what you are eating, and what you are taking to the head. What is the information diet you are into, and what is the normal food diet you are into. We'll focus more on what you are consuming on that particular times. I could say before exams, or if you're in a student zone, it will be more structured format for you, where you can categorize your work. You don't want to read continuously. This class is going to help students to have a proper strategy and plan, where they can read less and get more. It's not reading more, putting yourself into pressure. It's all about reading less and getting more. We need to have proper plans and strategies. Even if you are listening my classes, if you're not implementing it, then that too don't work. Just listen. There is a saying, if you are not doing, if you know something, if you're not doing that, there is no point of knowing that. Not knowing and not doing equals to not knowing. There is no point of knowing. And if you don't change, or if you don't implement things, nothing will change. If you change nothing, nothing will change. These are the quotations I usually like to listen and see. That's how things work. You need to change and you need to implement, then the change start coming in your life as a student, or whatever it may be. Yeah.
So, ma'am, this is the last question. And what is the duration and how to join this session, ma'am?
Yeah, the duration of the session will be 7 days to 5. It will be 5 minimum, 7 maximum. And it will be more like, I'll take continuous live sessions. Later on, you'll get access for self-improving call, which is going to be on first Thursday of every month for the rest of your life. This is the gift I want to give to the people who are literally, who are really interested to sign up. Then they can come up and sign up. I'm just looking to give this offer only for the limited people, this self-improving call offer. Later on, if I feel the people who I want to serve, I serve as much as I can, then I'll just close this offer of self-improving call. Yeah, we could give the link for the power of mind in the description. People can just click on the link and they can just fill the form. Once you're filling the form, my team reach them out and explain the further things if they want to sign up. And I want to be mention this is a paid session, which will be of very, very minimum fee. So this is more to serve me back. Remaining courses, whatever I teach, it will be maybe a high ticket, but this is a very, very pocket friendly price. You can just pick up whenever you feel pick up is just very, very less, just outing price. Yeah, I could say that. This is just, I just like to associate with the students because I get so much, I just admire by them. You know, the way they think and the way they respond, they'll be very chill, they're not so many burdens on them. I just like the way they students and young people behave, and I really admire by them. So I just want to connect it with them. That's why I make sure to have this course for the rest of my life so that I could be in touch with the young people who are coming up. Yeah.
It was nice to hear, ma'am.
Yeah, thanks a lot.
Thank you, ma'am. So thank you everyone for watching this video. So please do subscribe multi-arts page. Please do like and share. Thank you.